Earlier this week, I had posted the first part of this video on how to avoid greenwashing. Here's part 2 to avoiding the greenwashing tsunami. Hello everyone, my name is Amrita and welcome to the channel that aims to bring you everything from minimalism, sustainability, self-care and self-development. As consumers are becoming more aware of the impact we have on the environment, organizations are employing extreme marketing tactics to make their products appear greener than they actually are. So here are 4 more tips to avoid greenwashing. As you get deeper into sustainability, you'll encounter data, lots of data. When analyzing the data, ask yourself these questions. Is the sample size big enough? Is it representative? Is this large percentage based on a very small number? Is this an apples to apples comparison? Are there unintended consequences that aren't included in this data? Is the data independently verified or verifiable? And if all else fails, remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Net zero, carbon negative, carbon neutral, carbon positive, it's all a bit overwhelming. The key thing to look out for is whether a business has taken clear and transparent action, ideally verified by a third party, to reduce its carbon emissions. If they're just achieving these net zero claims by purchasing carbon offsets, then I'm afraid it's diversionary greenwashing. Yes, carbon offsets can be a helpful baby step, but actually, to tackle climate change in any meaningful way, we've got to stop carbon emissions from getting into the atmosphere in the first place. So when you hear net zero, look behind the headlines to discover the truth. More and more plastic is being advertised as compostable. This should be cause for celebration, right? Unfortunately, the lion's share of compostable packaging can only be composted in an industrial composter and not the one at home. And if it ends up in the recycling, it can contaminate an entire batch. And if it ends up in the landfill, it can emit a deadly greenhouse gas called methane. So buying compostable packaging can very quickly turn good intentions into bad. As you're about to buy something new, always ask yourself, where will this go when it dies? And do I really need this item? Hopefully, sooner rather than later, government will convene industry leaders and mandate that they apply a transparent, consistent labeling methodology so we can finally understand the true impact of our purchasing decisions. After all, it took us billions of small actions to get us into this mess in the first place. So hopefully, billions of small greenwash-free actions will take us out of this mess. So in addition to part 1, these are 8 things you can do to avoid greenwashing. If this video was useful to you in any way, please consider hitting the subscribe and bell notification icons. Consider sharing this video as well if you feel it'll help guide someone in your network. And as always, until next time, be the change you want to see.